Hey guys, welcome back for Tuesday. We are going to start today the same way we start every day, which is those 10 belly breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. If you want to do it laying down, awesome. We just want to make sure that we give ourselves 30 minutes to be present, right? Give yourself that grace and space to spend 30, maybe 45 minutes just on yourself. From there, we're going to grab a single dumbbell or a kettlebell if we've got it. We're going to do 20 hand-to-hand swings. It's essentially a single arm kettlebell swing that we are going to change hands at the top. It looks much scarier than it is in real life. So heels are going to go outside of the hips or our squatting position. Hips going to go back. We'll snap open in that top position. We'll switch. So every time would be a 1, 2, 3. Every time the dumbbell or the kettlebell changes hands is 1. We're going to do 20 in total. From there, we're going to go 10 single arm press with the dumbbell, or again, if we've got a kettlebell, that works fine too. Whenever we do a press, we're going to have that heel underneath the hip, elbow tucked under the wrist. We'll press up bicep to ear, back to the shoulder. 2, 3, 10 per side. We would then go ahead and switch arms. From there, once we've done 10 on each arm, we're going to do 5 dumbbell windmills. Few different ways that windmills can be done if you Google it, but what we're going to do is a hip and shoulder stretch. We're going to take our feet in a wide position, or if I think about where my shoulder is, my heel is going to come outside of my shoulder. I'm going to lock my elbow out overhead, so I want to leave the wrist, the elbow, and the shoulder stacked. From here, I'm going to take my right hip towards my right arm, and I'm going to begin to reach down and open up the chest. Ideally, we'll get all the way to the ground, and then we'll stand back up. Depending on where our flexibility or mobility is, it might just be the knee and back up. But we're going to do 5 on each side. So my left arm will go up. I'm going to lean the left hip out, and then I'm going to open up the chest towards the ceiling, come down as far as I can. I can't quite get to the floor on this side, and then up. So 5 kettlebell windmills each side. Do that for 2 rounds, guys, before we move into our workout. Right, guys, for today, we're going to need a set of dumbbells. If we've got a set of kettlebells, great. We just want to make sure that they're the same weight. We're going to start with a 21-15-9 dumbbell push press weighted sit-up. So we're going to take the head of the dumbbell. It's going to rest on each shoulder. Our foot position, our heels are going to go underneath our hip. With a push press, we're going to take the weight from shoulder to overhead, but we're going to use the hip to create some momentum. So from this position, I'm going to dip to my heel. I'm going to leave my chest nice and tall. What we're looking to avoid is as I dip, chest coming forward. So at no point should the hip travel backwards. So it's just a small little dip. Out of the bottom of the dip, I'm going to drive up to the ceiling or punch through the ceiling, biceps to my ears, and then back to the shoulder. Once I've done 21, I'm going to drop down and do 21 weighted sit-ups. I'm going to hold this dumbbell at my chest, or we can hold it lengthwise, but I have a really short torso, so that's uncomfortable. So I'm just going to hold it at my chest, shoulder blades to the ground, all the way back to a fully seated position. If that's too much, ditch the weight, guys. Just do it on that sit-up. Today, remember, and every day is just about getting your body moving. It's not about perfection. So once we've done 21 push press, 21 sit-up, we'll do 15, 9, and 9. You're then going to take a 2-minute rest. Our goal during this 2 minutes is to go ahead and try and get that heart rate to come back down some. We then are going to do a 21, 15, 9 dumbbell lunge in a front rack position, step up. Couple of ways that we can do the front rack lunge. We can do it with 2 dumbbells. From this position, our lunge stays the same. We're going to drive heel forward, trailing knees, going to touch the ground. I'm going to push back with my heel to stand back up. I can also ditch one of the dumbbells. I can hold in a front rack position with the dumbbell along the collarbone. I can also hold it in a goblet position. So there's lots of different ways that we can work with this weight. 21 total lunges. We'll then ditch the weight. If we've got a box at home, awesome, use it. In this case, I don't have a box at home, but I do have a decent igloo cooler. If you've got a set of stairs, that works great too. From here, I'm going to drive through my heel. I'm going to look for the leg that's standing to be fully on the surface. Again, that might not be possible if we're just using stairs, but that's okay. We got to work with what we got. We're going to drive through the heel to a fully extended position and then alternate steps as we go. 21 lunges, 21 step-ups. 15, 15, 9, 9, time. Bring your heart rate back down, and then we'll work on our finisher. Our finisher today, guys, is written as 100 banded dumbbell leg curls. 100 banded leg curls. But if we don't have a band at home to connect to anything and pull the band in, we're going to go ahead and use a dumbbell. It's a little bit awkward, so maybe don't do this one outside if you don't want your neighbors to think you're really strange. I just don't mind. I am strange. So from here, if I stand the dumbbell up, I can lay on the floor, and then I'm going to look to put the dumbbell in the arch of my feet. And from here, I'm going to pull in until my heel is stacked over my knee and then touch the dumbbell to the floor. So it becomes 1, 2, 3. Goal is 1.